I did go walking this morning, as you can see here, but it was so cold. I could barely think straight this morning. I did record a little bit, but this is far more interesting to talk about, is what my wife is in here in the kitchen doing. Let me share this with you.
This morning, preparing for a trip, Dante wanted me to make him some burgers to take on the road. But since I've already been cooking, I'm just gonna make him one giant burger. See how it goes. I have some butter in the pan. Wait for it to melt down a little bit. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna take this giant burger I've made, put it right inside that pan. It's gonna be fun. I really need 2 hands for this. This is funny. Oh, I did it. Fix that up a little there. Boom. Can't wait to see how this turns out. Big old meat patty.
So I'm here with Katie while she makes her panburg. We had to finish this out so we could see how this comes out. This is one big burger.
Cut it into 4 and put it in each baggie with some butter.
Awesome. That way when we're driving home, we can let it sit in the windshield, let the butter melt onto it, like my friend Jean told me about that I mentioned. Actually, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but here's a quick video that Katie took yesterday of us in my truck on our way up here, and talking about the little medley of meat that I made. But here, check this out. So this is that medley of, what was it? Flank steak and filet together. Sure is good sitting in the windshield. You know, a friend of mine recently wrote me and told me that, he called me and told me he's been doing this diet. And he was telling me about how he prepares his whole work week this way. He takes all of his different cuts of meat and mixes them together. So he has his low-end cuts and his medium cuts and his high-end cuts. And he mixes them all into one big bunch. And then he puts them in the baggies so that when he's out on the road doing work, he works on like lines and things like that, like alignment. And before he's ready to eat, he'll stick it in the dash of the windshield and let the sun warm it up. And he puts a little bit of butter in with it so that when it gets heated, it'll be nice and moist still. And that seems to be a great way to manage a diet like this when you don't have time to make a meal every time. Because this medley is working out great for me. And I didn't even use butter. All right, let's see if she can pull off the flip without the splash.
Give me that spatula. Oh, look, that's perfect. This giant one. Yeah.
All right, there you go. Very well done. See, I would have plopped it on there and grease would have went flying.
That's why I'm cooking.
That's right. All right, let's see. She's gonna split it 4 ways so we can see how it looks.
Yeah, it would be fine if I left it here for a while. When I go start getting ready, I'm a little pressed for time too. Yeah, I can pick one up.
Looks pretty good to me.
Depending on how you like it, but, you know.
I'm just not picky. I'll eat it if it's almost raw. As long as I get my meat.
That's what she said.
Hey, you gotta let it cool down before you put it in the baggie. I get it. I am bad about that. I'll put the meat in before it's cooled down some, and then it Get some of the bag melted.
Really?
So here we go. We got 4 little baggies that we can keep in the windshield of the truck just before we're ready to eat them. The butter's already started to melt in there, but that'll get cooler again, and then it'll get hard again. But when you go to warm it up, it'll melt again and really bring back the moistness of the meat so that you're enjoying meat without it being all hard and dried out tasting, even though you got to eat it in a situation where you're not able to heat it up like you normally would. So there you go. That's how we do traveling on Lion Diet and sticking with our diet the way we're supposed to. Until next time, I'll see you tomorrow.
If we pay extra, could we maybe get some grease or fat?